Welcome into Sportscape. My name is Derek Clyburn. I'm once again joined by John Felipe. John, how you doing today?
I'm doing well.
Good to hear, man. Good to hear, man. We're in a pretty, I would say, slow time for sports as far as like NFL. It's starting like the NFL free agency is starting to slow down a little bit. Not a lot, but slow down as we enter into draft season. Obviously, we got NBA, winding down this season until the playoffs comes up next month, and we'll talk about March Madness in a minute, which is probably the biggest event going on right now. But
Right.
I mean, we got to talk about the Panthers first off, man. The Panthers are still out here making moves, man, making significant moves to team that's gonna probably some some of the best moves of the all season, and the team becoming a team that's I would say one of the most improved teams this off season with
I mean,
the things they've done this all season.
significant moves, and on top of that, they're doing it at a great discount. Like they're able to sign Rasheed Walker, starting level left tackle. Which say what you want about him, Packers fans, but he was starting ability, and that's difficult to find. And we got him for like a 1 year deal worth $4 million that it came out today, and like the max is 10 million. Like, dude, for a starting level left tackle, while Icky is, we could see if Icky's gonna be able to recover, or while he recovers, either one. Like that's a fantastic deal. You know what I'm
Oh yeah,
saying?
for sure.
Incredible. And then, of course, we have so many other stopgap players like Luke Fortner, the center, that was a third round draft pick for the Jacksonville Jaguars a couple of years ago. And then he didn't do well and he was benched, but then he was traded to the Saints this past year and he did a great job for them. So, I mean, remember we cut Cade Mays and now he's 8 million a year, 25 million 3 years. Like so honestly, offensive linemen, it's difficult to know. Like we could be able to get somebody that could work for us. Like so that they've done a fantastic job shoring up the offensive line. Dan Morgan and company.
Absolutely. And he said plug it in positions where you can get somebody that can just come in, plug and play. With Ike Ekwonu until he comes back, and even if he's playing well, you might not even have to take him out, the lineup or whatever.
Right.
So it's
And they're
cool.
like the opposites. Essentially Ike Kwanu is like the mauler, like kind of a fantastic run blocker, and
Mhm.
he's somebody that's done that at NC State too. And Rasheed Walker is he's somebody that's more like kind of a pass protector, but he does a good job of doing that, above average. And so, like, it's going to be so interesting to see if Rashid replaces Icky and we have like a slight bump in like pass protection. It'll be like, wow, that's what the statistics would have suggested. That's so interesting. you know
For sure. And man, this goes to show you how great of a job Dan Morgan and his staff is doing this off season.
Yeah.
Because think about it, like Rasheed Walker, he's considered the top tackle available in free agency. So for them to be able to get it at a discount price, get him at a discount price, and they were able to sign Jalen Phillips and Devin Lloyd and
I
guys like
mean,
that.
incredible free agency signings. Like
Yeah,
for the prices, the more the contract details come out, the more it's clear like they're team friendly deals.
absolutely. And think about it. They're young players. They're all like in their 20s too. So
Yeah,
this goes
26,
along with the
27, like
timeline.
in their prime.
Yeah, exactly. And he's building a team full of youth and guys that can really help the team improve in different areas and help them take that next step, that they want to take this coming upcoming season. So I think he's done a great job as, shoring up things. Even the day they signed with AJ Dillon, as another running back. He can help a little bit, So I mean, they're just shoring up positions, adding depth at positions that of need. And like I said, I love what Brandon's been doing this all season.
Yeah.
Uh man, let's talk about what you've seen from Dan Morgan and what you think his like I guess what his like process what his thinking was, this off season, what he really wanted to address.
I love that Dan Morgan, and he said it from day one. He's looking for some dogs. Like, he's looking for not just how long are you, how fast are you. Like, he wants to know that you have that like dog mentality, that you're ready to go at 100 and like really like produce, and you want to be great. Like, and Dan Morgan, you can see him like when he does, anytime he does an interview, he has that look in his eyes, like, you know what I mean? Like, I need you to be 100, and so I think he's actually identifying and finding people like that, and I think that's what makes this team great, because he is able to just like clearly identify, okay, who has that dog in him? Because this is our goal. This is what we need to do to achieve the goal. So who's going to work towards that? Like,
Yeah.
and Dan Morgan knows how to identify those traits. Well, we got Jalen Coker, my man, like my dude, and then Bryce Young too. Like, people like would kind of not believe in Bryce Young when he played poorly. Like, in my mind, I'm like, I see the tools. The tools are all there. Like, he's
Yeah.
good, you know. so so guys like that. Now I'm like, oh yeah, we're building a team. And
Definitely.
to bring it back around to your question about the new additions, I mean, Jalen Phillips is one of those dudes. I don't know if you ever saw the Hard Knocks with him. Man, he is one of those dudes. Like, when Miami a couple years ago was on Hard
Yeah,
Knocks.
yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And he's one of those dudes. Like, he's somebody you want on your team. And then Devin Lloyd is another one. So I'm very excited to see what this team, this nucleus, could do with each other.
Absolutely. And even like moves that like under the radar moves, like adding Kenny Pickett and then being able to trade Andy Dalton for like a pick, a 7th round pick. Like,
That's
even
right.
moves like that helps the team out like tremendously. And then they re-sign DJ Wanham. I mean, that was a good re-signing, I think. And then I just talked about the signing them signing AJ Dillon. So I'm like I said, they're just doing different things that putting themselves in a good position where in the draft they can just pick best player available because they pretty much
For the
plugged in all the
like, literally,
holes.
this is the first time that like in the draft where I'm like, this isn't a make or break play. We can have fun with it. We can get like Kenyon Sadiq or something, like.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Have there been like any players that you've been thinking about just saying, man, we can get this guy down? I know you just mentioned Keon Sadiq, but what about any other players you said, man, we
Yeah.
can probably get him?
Another guy, his teammate from Oregon, Thieneman, the
Oh, the
safety.
safety.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh, that dude just came up on my radar. That his tape is incredible. Like, in his combine,
his
he
combine
reminds
is
me like
crazy.
a Christian McCaffrey. Like, he's kind of quietly elite, and so
Hmm.
nobody's really paying attention. But then his combine numbers blew it up. Like,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he had like what he ran like a 4.3 something in like the
insane.
40.
Yep.
I mean,
As
like
a
he had
as a as a like a hulked up like safety,
yeah, yeah.
because
I
he's
mean,
like a white boy, so like people don't realize it as much, I guess.
yeah, for sure, for sure. I mean, but man, they could just pick anybody they want. Like, I mean, like you said, a tight end, they can go. I mean, any best player available, they can pick any player that the best player available.
Yeah, and
They're
we
able
could
to
even
choose
get
from.
a tackle to like sit for a year, like one of like Monroe Freeling if he fell from Georgia.
Yeah,
Like, if we
yeah,
can get him and just have him sit for a year because we still have Rasheed Walker and of course Taylor Moton. So
Yeah.
like that would be cool.
Yeah, him, Caden Proctor. I mean, guys like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, from Alabama.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. I mean, you got options. I mean, so many options. I mean, the
Oh, dude,
wealthy.
homeboy from Clemson, Blake Miller.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's so many options. I mean, so many things they can directions they can go in, like going into the draft now. I mean, they can even trade back if they wanted to, to get add even more picks. I
That would
mean,
be ideal.
so that I mean, they got a lot of options, and I'm very interested to see what they're gonna do, man. It looks great. I mean, the future is looking great for the Panthers. I mean, looking bright for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. But what would be your grade for this offseason so far? Like, what would be your grade?
A plus.
A
I mean,
plus.
it was the best offseason I've seen in a decade plus. Like, I mean, the fact that we were able to get somebody like a Jalen Phillips, who's very disruptive on the line, and then Devin Lloyd for a great price. Um, Re-sign guys, get Luke Fortner, get Rasheed Walker again, like for pennies on the dollar. Like, I feel like it's. I mean, you couldn't have asked for a better offseason.
I'm telling you, like I said, they probably the most like they got to be at the top of the teams as far as like most improved teams. Like in the off season, they got to be at the top of that list. I
I'm
mean,
excited. I'm excited to see what we can do. Like now we have Jalen Coker, if he's healthy. Like they don't even know what's about to hit them, dude. They don't even know. The league
they
doesn't
could.
know.
The Panthers could even pick a receiver at 19 if they wanted to.
We
You
can get
know.
Casey Concepcion, dog, from Texas A&M, and have him as a gadget guy. Like, oh my gosh, dude, the league doesn't even know. We have like flexibility, and this team's gonna be so much better. We got the pass rush finally. EJ needed that from Jalen Phillips, and then of course Devin Lloyd to be the middle of the defense that can also offer pass rush and coverage. They don't even know, dog. They don't even know what's about to hit them. Like,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, like I said, it's exciting to think about what the Panthers could be able to do next year.
yeah.
I mean, and it's not even. I mean, hasn't even happened yet.
Hasn't even
So,
happened yet, dog. That's what I'm saying. We can do fun things with the draft. Imagine Kenyon Sadiq. Imagine Dylan Thieneman. Like, oh my gosh. Like, dude. Oh, it's gonna be so fun. We're gonna be a good team finally.
I mean, they're definitely going in that direction. I mean, the front office from the top down. I mean, a total turnaround in what we seen. What we was going through, what y'all was going through. Like I said, the last couple of years. I mean,
Right.
so I mean, it's great to see. I mean, the journey has been long, but you guys are finally feel like turning that corner.
That's what MLK said. The arc of justice is long, but it bends towards freedom. Something
Yes,
like that.
for sure, man. Definitely, the Panthers doing a good job, man. Great job, actually.
Yeah.
Way better than I would say the Colts are doing right now. I'm not even gonna get into. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like I like it's crazy. Like you're like on a high, and I'm just like, what are we doing? Like
Oh no.
every guy that we signed, I had to look him up because I don't know who he is. I'm like, who is this guy? Like,
That was the Panthers like 3 years ago. Oh my gosh. The two offensive linemen, the first two guards that we got of Matt Rule's career. I don't remember their names now, rightfully so. But like everybody was saying, why are we signing these guys? They're among the worst offensive linemen. And sure enough, they were among the worst offensive linemen.
I mean, we just signing guys. I mean, I guess that. I mean, not even guys that produce, but I guess guys that still have potential or something that it may be even though they've been in the league probably for like 2 or 3 years already, they haven't done anything in their career, but they still have potential to be good. I'm like, who are
Yeah,
these
I feel like
guys?
people. This is why you get the quality like scouting departments that look at people and like, okay, who cares how many games they started? let's
Right.
look at their traits that are good. But then you
Yeah.
have some of them that are like, hi, he started 17 games. He has to be at least quality. Like, no, it's not true.
I mean, we need starters, starting dudes. I mean, I will say Cam Taylor Britt, that was a good signing, I thought, but we don't necessarily need a corner because we kind of stacked it, really. I mean, unless like Tre'Davious Ward retires. But like, other than like that move, I mean, getting Jonathan Owens, I'm like, yeah. I mean, that's Simone Biles' husband. That's what he's being known for. I mean, so it's just like, that's. And
Yeah.
then you getting rotational guys on the defensive line. That's cool and all. We still don't have a quality starting linebacker. Still, I mean,
Dude, you
a
guys,
legit starting
I
linebacker.
bring it back up a lot, but you guys got Liatu Latu in the first round, and what else needs to be done? And you guys just traded your linebacker Zaire Franklin, right?
Yeah, I mean, I
So
guess
what else
they
needs to
think
be done? Like
we
what's
need
the
linebackers because we don't have any good ones. At least
why'd you
none that's
trade him?
produced. I guess. I mean, I guess I mean, flexibility. I guess with the cap space. I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, we needed cap space because we had signed some people and we was like low on cap space, so we had to trade some people. Michael Pittman and Zaire
Oh, because
Franklin
that
had to
was a
be the
big thing.
casualties.
Yeah, I had to trade.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
For
for cap
years.
flexibility. Yeah. However, I'm just like, bro, we still ain't signed like a quality linebacker yet, and I'm like, what are we doing? I mean, I guess they're going with the young guys. We have like two young guys on the team, but they didn't really play last year, so I don't know what they can do. I mean, so I guess we're gonna have to go all out. And our first pick is until 47 in the draft, so I guess we just got to hope and pray a good linebacker falls to us, at 47, or I guess trade up. I mean, it's just mind boggling. I don't even know, head scratching what we're doing. I don't know. I mean, it's just like, hopefully at this point, I'm like, we might as well just sign, Bobby Okereke. I mean, he's still available. Yeah, I'm about to say like he's the best probably linebacker out there we can probably get. I mean, we might probably have to bring back Jermaine Pratt. I mean, and he's old. He's older, but he produces. But it's just like we gotta depend on like guys that are not like you know young studs at their position. When you see everybody else like making moves,
That's
and it's
why
like we're not
that's
doing
why
it.
I think the Devin Lloyd signing was so good for the Panthers because
Oh yeah,
it's a young, like Sonny Styles type linebacker that like has athleticism and he's like it's clicking with him now. He was a first round draft pick that like people didn't really like his first couple years were a little rough, but like it's clicking with him now. He was a second team all pro and now he's starting to understand how to play the game and not just be an athlete like, so those kind of guys don't usually hit the market. And then somebody like that with Jalen Phillips, I mean, another leader, somebody that knows how to play the edge rusher position, has a high percentage disruption rate. Like, like if it weren't for the injuries, he would have not seen another team. Like,
oh
and
yeah,
we've seen that work because we traded Christian McCaffrey after he had like one healthy season to the 49ers, and then he was one of the top running backs, offensive player of the year, you know,
for sure.
Madden cover guy. Like, so Jalen Phillips, if he could just stay healthy, like, dude, sky's the limit, you know? And so those two together with the development of Bryce, with the third year of Dave Canales' offense, like I feel like the sky is the roof, as they say, you know.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Like I said, much better than what the Colts are doing right now. And it's
Yeah.
crazy because I'm just like the pressure is on, man. I don't know what they thinking. I mean, this is it. I'm telling you, this is their last year. They're not getting past this year if there's no plan. If they suck, if we suck, I don't know what's gonna happen. But I don't want to see Ballard. I don't want to see Steichen again. If we go into this season, we stink. Like, bro, get up out of here. It's almost to the point like where I don't even want to see him like go into the season. Like that's how bad the moves have been so far. I'm like, if we don't knock the draft out of the park, I'm like, bro, we might as well fire him now. Like, just go ahead and get rid of him. Like it's just like it's like, bro, what are we doing? It's frustrating. You seeing it, it's like, oh man, we ain't doing anything. And we put all this, our eggs in the basket for Daniel Jones. Hopefully, he comes back healthy, whatever. And
Yeah.
out there is,
And at that point, it's like, golly, like who's to say how much was the team and the scheme and everything, and how much was Daniel Jones himself?
yeah, it could be like a one off. What happened. It could be just something that just happened. Randomly, and it might not ever happen again. And then we're stuck with it. Until I mean, it's
Oh
hard to
yeah,
get excited about those signings when the defense sucks. Like the defense was the problem last year, not the offense. I mean, cool, that's cool and all, but we didn't even address the defense. You know what I'm saying? With no great moves. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, bro, where's the moves to make us excited about the defense? Show that you get improving the defense. Because we need like some juice in there.
well, I mean, it sounds like Ballard doesn't have the best track record for improving the team.
He isn't the most creative. He isn't the most, innovative in that. I mean, he just goes with the status quo. It's safe. It's always safe with him. I mean, other than the Sauce Gardner thing that he did this past year, which was surprising. I mean, even looking back at them, like, man, we might have gave up too much for Sauce, but you never. I mean, it is what it is at this point. But especially looking at the other moves people are making, So it's like, it is what it is. I mean, those type of moves. I mean, we don't have our first round pick this year or next year. I mean, these drafts are good. I mean, think about next year's draft. What if we needed a quarterback next year? We don't have a first round pick.
Yeah, the
You know what
sauce.
I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, bro, what are we doing? I mean, the receivers are gonna be good next year too. I mean, I'm just looking at the class. The class is, I mean, next year's class is gonna be amazing. I'm telling you. But it's just like, bro, we can't even enjoy that because we making win now moves, but you don't have a win now defense. The offense is probably good enough for playoffs, but the defense looks suspect. We
Yeah,
don't have enough. On the run, we probably get smacked around or something. Get put 30 something points on us in the playoffs because your defense isn't good. So it's like, bro, what are we doing? It's frustrating, but I
yeah,
mean,
no,
like I said, it's a lot of pressure on them. Like I said, we still got to address linebacker. I mean, we kind of addressed the safety position, but I'm still on the fence about that because these guys, these are guys they signed, but I mean, they played, but they didn't really produce like that. It's
right.
like, okay, cool, but it's like we still need an edge rusher, still need a linebacker. Those are the two prominent positions that we need, and those are probably two of the most important moves you need.
Dude, it's like,
Usually,
I mean, look at the parallels with the Panthers, the two biggest signings we made.
yeah, exactly. Y'all knew what to do. Dan Morgan understood the assignment.
He
Ballard,
understood the
he,
assignment.
Ballard out here acting like he already passed or something. Like the owner gave him a pass already. Oh, you don't have to do nothing, bro. Just keep it status quo. Keep it where it is. We good. We were 8-2 last year. We can just bring that same team back and be 8-2 again, and just come up back on a high, whatever. I'm like, bro, see, every year is different. Every year is different. The team and what we're gonna do last year, people will be able to game plan for what we did last year offensively and be able to make adjustments. So we might not have the same success that we did. So we're gonna need a good defense to help out with that.
Yeah.
You know, could be able to depend on it. So it's crazy, bro. But I'm like,
I mean, that's what's going to happen. I mean, you don't know where Daniel Jones is in his recovery, and it's going to be a
exactly.
completely different. Like, it's going to be a different team. It's not going to be the same thing. Like
It is
you guys caught some fire for a little bit, but you don't know that, like, what the variables that led to that is. If it's even Daniel
exactly.
Jones, you know.
Look at the teams last year that were good and weren't good the next year. The Lions, the Commanders.
That's
I mean, the
why I
Chiefs.
don't like when I see like Bryce Young not doing well his rookie year and then during stretches his second year. I'm like, I'm not somebody that's going to be like, oh, that means Bryce Young's bad. Like, it's just there's so many variables that go into this. What's functioning and what's not functioning. And I've seen clearly enough from Bryce Young to know that he's an elite quarterback. you know,
Yeah,
in the making. Like he has the capacity to be an elite quarterback. I don't need to see more from him. Like it's just funny. And Jalen Coker as an elite receiver too. Oh, and T Mac, dude, this is gonna be a fun little stretch of years with all these guys. And
absolutely,
it reminds me of the Brandon Miller, LaMelo Ball, Concanifla trio. Like it's
for
just like
sure.
it's just a lot of fun, exciting young players on these Charlotte teams.
Right. And y'all came off. You're coming off a game where you guys played some of your best football, of the season in that game. So you guys just taking that
The
moment to
Rams,
the neck. Yeah,
yeah.
against the Rams. So it's just like, I mean, at least you guys are peaking at the end of the
No
season. And you
one,
didn't peak at the early
no
in the
one
season.
gave us no one gave us a shot to even be in
Right.
that game. Similar to
Exactly.
the earlier game that it was during the midseason. Like no one
Oh
gave
yeah.
us a shot, and we were able to hang in there. And we were up like 4 points with 3 minutes left after
Yeah.
Jalen Coker's freaking when he got that touchdown. He waved his arms up and it was like, "Are you not
Yeah.
entertained?" Oh, see, inject that into my veins. That was like an incredible feeling. Like,
Now imagine if you had Jalen Phillips and Devin Lloyd on that last defensive possession, man.
imagine, dude. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, like with the improvements that we're making to our team, we're actually a good team now. We're a contender for the Super Bowl. Like, like,
And having players on your team that can make plays, defensive plays at every position.
yep.
Literally,
We
Jalen
have
Phillips on a
smart.
def.
People wanted to fire Evero, EJ Evero, and I'm just like, oh, you guys aren't seeing the vision, like, because it's just he needs specific things to work on his defense, but his defense structurally is really sound, like. But they just need a pass rusher. They need a shutdown corner. They need a linebacker that can cover the middle, like to fulfill the assignments. And once they do, like he has that Vic Fangio school of defense that like he can shut it down, you
Oh
know.
yeah, for sure. I mean, you guys have an impact player at every position: like edge rusher, Jalen Phillips, Derek Brown, in the interior.
Oh
You
my
got
gosh,
Devin
and we
Lloyd,
have
and you got
Derek Brown. I
JC.
didn't even mention Derek Brown yet. Yeah, dude. Like
Exactly. Nick Score, another young player.
we have an elite team right now. Like
I
I'll
mean,
venture to say, I think we have an elite team. Possible, like in terms of possibilities, this could be an elite team.
exactly. As long as the offense keeps taking like that next step and they become more consistent with their production and what they
And
can do on
Jalen
the field.
Coker, he can stay healthy, and T Mac is healthy, and now XL can be like the third or fourth guy. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh! And we have John Mechie. Maybe John Mechie can do something like because his young career was tarnished early because he was diagnosed with leukemia. Like if he gets his footing, he was a second round pick. Like,
Yeah.
dude, this could be an elite team. Like,
Yeah. For sure. For sure. And think about it too. I mean, it's funny because I saw somebody say, you know how Miami traded like Jalen Waddle
yeah,
to Denver, and then somebody
right.
was like, I guess it was a Panthers fan account. They was like, "Hey Miami, we'll trade you Xavier Leggett if you need a receiver, because we know y'all struggling over there."
Man, I would love to see Xavier Leggett succeed. He just needs to be. I think he needs to be in a role where it's like he has to do one thing, and like anytime it's like just run across the field and gain momentum like a horse. Because dude is like his, you know, it's funny he's into horses because he literally is like a big, like sturdy. Once he gains momentum, like nobody wants to tackle him. Like nobody wants to even see him. They'll try to push him or something. So, like we need to get him doing that on multiple plays and formations, just doing the same thing that's easy, and then he can get that ball when it's there, like rather than making him an X receiver, you know?
Yeah, give him the ball quick, let him do his
Exactly.
the catch.
He showed it at South Carolina.
Yeah, get the ball in his hands, let him do some things out of the catch for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Definitely interesting. Like I said, Colts probably having one of the most, probably one of the worst off seasons of any team in the league. I think so far. I mean, I can't say that we gotten better, and in some positions we got a little worse. Honestly, so it's just like it's frustrating. But I'm glad. I'm glad to know that there's another team that we're rooting for. I'm rooting for at least is doing well. The Panthers, they're at least doing their thing, and that makes me happy about that. Of course, we got some work to do, so hopefully we'll address it somehow. Hopefully we trade for Jonathan and Grenard from the Vikings. That would make me feel a lot better, because we definitely need a help at edge rusher. So trading for someone like him would definitely add some juice to our defense that we need. Opposite of Latu. So we definitely need something like in that vein or move in that vein. So that's be keeping our eye on that for sure. Probably the biggest thing going on right now is probably as we next couple of days. At least it starts tomorrow actually. March Madness, man. Well, it's been starting. It's been the first, I guess, the playing games are being played yesterday and today. I mean, the NC State Texas game was pretty good yesterday. That came down to the wire, and Texas ended up winning. Like they hit like a game winning, I guess a game, I guess advancing shot in the last couple seconds. So I mean, so that was good. I think there's a couple good games on tonight, especially one the Miami of Ohio is playing versus SMU. I think that's going to be a good game. Two high-powered offenses, so we'll see how that goes. But man, March Madness is always good. This time of year is always exciting. A lot of things going on. I mean, so many people watch it. Even if they haven't watched college basketball all season long, it feels like it's like low key like a holiday, like when March Madness comes around.
Yeah.
I mean, so many people be excited, the brackets, everything. I mean, just the way it goes. I mean, I think the real reason why March Madness is so good is because the one and done, like it's
Nature
win or
of it.
go home in nature of the tournament. I mean, so the upsets, the memorable moments, all types of moments, the characters, the players, the coaches, teams that go on like Cinderella runs, all that. The buzzer beaters, the close games. I mean, so many different things going on, especially like on Thursday and Friday in the first round. Like it's a bunch of games going on at one time. I mean, I used to be like when I first, I guess, started like working while I didn't have too much on my plate at work. I used to be like watching like a lot of games, like at one time. Oh, definitely in college, when I wasn't in class, watching all the games
Yeah.
at one time.
Yeah.
It was cool because you could watch multiple games on at one time. You have multiple screens on, and like it's cool. And then like doing the brackets, like being in bracket challenges with your friends, your family, seeing who makes like the best bracket. I mean, they always have those prizes and same prizes for the perfect bracket. Obviously, nobody ever has a perfect bracket because usually your bracket is busted like after the first week, because it's like you usually
I
get
mean,
one
there's so many
wrong.
variables at hand. I would always. It's funny. I remember being in like middle school, and they would like give out brackets and just for fun, and I would
Yeah,
just write the teams, and I would literally know nothing about the team, nothing about basketball. I was
yeah.
just like, well, Villanova. That's a fun name. Like,
It's funny because the people who don't know probably get the most the most answers right. Pick the
are
fence.
random because there's
Yeah,
no logic behind it that would like be better than random numbers, you know?
it'd be like, oh, I like the mascot, or I like the
Yeah,
color. I mean,
yeah,
the name sounds cool or something. It's like,
right,
I've heard of that team before, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pick them.
right.
People say that this team is good. So it's like rather than people who like watch it like really like lock in on it, and then those be the individuals that get it wrong. It's like, oh man, what do we do?
Well, you know what's funny, Derek, is you're describing the addiction behind gambling because now that gambling is on the rise, you can see like statistically that there's no difference of like randomly picking anything with like give a parlay or under over, and then the person that's informed. Statistically, it makes no difference. The house always wins.
I'm telling you. those be, I mean, you'd be surprised. I mean, the people that be locked in, those are the people that be losing the most money. And I'm telling you, they be like, yeah, this logically it has to be this way, but it's in theory and really and truly, it's no logic to it. It's
There
just
is
like
no
some random stuff.
ability because they make it so that the house always wins. So
Exactly.
they wouldn't put a prop bet that it isn't like slightly in their favor, and all those slightlys turn into like an avalanche of profit.
Exactly, exactly. And they and they catch you too because you when you win they but when you finally win you be like, oh, they got you then, because it's like you're gonna
Yeah.
keep doing it. Once you win, you're gonna be like, see, I got
Yeah.
the hang of it now. I got the, I'm always gonna win now because I know how to do it now. And then that's how you lose all your money. You lose your money.
It's like that dude that shoots basketballs, and he says like, "Oh, I understand now." Dude, have you seen that? His one shotters, like,
Oh yeah.
I get it now, or something like that.
Sure, for sure. But man, March Madness. I mean, I've been probably following March Madness since probably I was like probably 6 or 7. I mean, it's
Did you
like,
start with college basketball, or
well, I think, I mean, I've always watched. I think I've watched all the sports. My dad's always been big into sports, so I've always watched
okay,
sports. But I think like as far as like memory, as far as like this is what we were watching. March Madness probably was
right.
like, well, I'll probably say the Super Bowl, the Panthers Super Bowl in 2004. That's probably the biggest one I remember
That's my
watching.
first memory of sports ever. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that's probably the biggest event I remember watching first, like 2004 Super Bowl with the Panthers and the versus the Patriots. That's probably the biggest one I remember first watching. And then after that, I would say the national championship when UNC versus Illinois, when UNC beat Illinois in the national championship in 2005. So that was probably the second one. And
that's
then,
Roy Williams, huh?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah, for sure. That was his first one with UNC. So yeah, that was special. I remember watching that like it was yesterday too. Like just
yeah,
watching the game with my dad. Yeah, so those were like great memories. But after that, like every year, just getting excited about March Madness. Watching all the games. Especially if your team is good. I've been a Carolina fan for like forever. So usually we're
the
good.
most like the most enjoyment you can have by being a fan. Like they're
Oh yeah.
consistently in the final four at least.
Exactly, exactly. It's always good when you have good teams, and so those, I mean, those are special moments. I mean, and then as you get older, you're having fun with your friends. You're watching it like in school. Sometimes they put on like they let you watch it at school. Sometimes, so it's always cool, dope moments. I mean, you just have so many memories watching it, where you were, the buzzer beaters, the moments. I
Yeah,
mean, it's always cool. I mean, they've added different elements to it. I mean, adding like Kenny and Charles and to Barkley to like the commentating teams, that's made it more like fun, I guess, to watch it, just to see them like get their brackets wrong. It's always fun to watch like Charles Barkley, like his bracket, because his is gonna be wrong, and he's like his reaction to it is always hilarious, and it's like
what? What do I do? I'm Charles Barkley.
yeah, but it's cool, man. It's always cool, and it's like a great feeling. I mean,
Yeah,
it's just so much excitement, especially. I mean, basketball. It's my favorite sport because I played it like growing up, and it's like different. It's like this time of year is like nothing else is really on. I mean, the NBA is on, but you're not. It's not really. It's like it's winding down as far as the play going into the playoffs. So this is like the biggest moment, college basketball, and be a huge part of my growing up, part of my life growing up. So that was cool as far as sports watching going. But man, let's just go ahead and look at this bracket, man.
I
I
was gonna say,
mean,
what teams do you think you're rooting for, or are you obviously UNC, but what do you think's going to happen?
well, this year it's interesting this year, I think that I mean the one seeds are pretty, I mean they're pretty good, man. You got Duke, you got Arizona, you got Florida, you got Michigan. All good teams, all teams that have played well throughout the season. I mean, I would say Arizona probably has the most favorable bracket. Them and probably Michigan probably the most favorable brackets as far as like getting out there, getting to the
Are there
league,
any
getting to
good
the Final Four.
prospects on Michigan? for the NBA draft?
Michigan, yes. Michigan has this one guy. I mean, his name is Yaxel. Let me make sure I'm getting it right. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to botch his name.
Uh-huh.
Um, but yes, Yaxel. He has like a long name too. We see Yaxel Lindenberg Borg. I hope I said it right. But he's like this 6'9" guy. I mean, he's like this Swiss Army knife. He does a lot of different things well. He can
Oh,
shoot the
kind of like
ball.
a power forward type
Yeah, 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 yeah. Like think
or slash
he's similar
slash.
like people compare him to like sort of like PJ Washington. Like, people kind of compare him to like that
Oh,
like
okay.
in that type of vein, that type of player, player like
Does
that
the
that can
dirty work.
yeah, can defend, can shoot, like freakish athletic, all of that. I mean, he can score. I mean, he can do different things, and he can guard at like multiple positions, two, three, four, five. So he does a lot of different things for Michigan and helps his, help his team. And Michigan is one of the like the bigger teams in the country. And one of the, I'd say like they play like two big lineups, three like they're very tall, long in their front court. So I mean that's their advantage. And then they're like a really good defensive team. I mean, very good in transition. Um, so he's one of those players that helps out, definitely probably their best player, definitely the most player that's probably looked at the most by NBA scouts right now for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. But yeah, man, different teams, like I said, Michigan, Arizona. I like Arizona the best right now as far as like teams, as far as like, because they're so deep. Like they have like, I think they had like this, they have like 7 players averaging at least 9 points on their team.
Dang.
Like, so they're pretty deep. They have several guys that contribute. They have like a really steady
That's
point
different
guard.
than like one guy, and then if he goes down, it's like that team goes down.
Yeah, it's like they got that next guy, kind of like that next guy can step like any player can step up and have like the be like the leading scorer that night. It could
Right.
be any one of their players, and I mean I think that's a good thing. They play defense. They get out in transition. They're one of the best teams at interior paint. They play inside out. So I mean, they're one of those teams that put pressure on you every time you touch the ball. I mean, and then they're putting pressure on your defense, attacking the rack. They got some good freshmen too with Cole Pete and Brandon Burries. I mean, these guys are freshmen that are highly scouted by NBA as well. So these are guys that are leading the way in that area too. But man, those guys definitely extremely good. And when I'm thinking about like who's the like what's the formula for like advancing in the tournament, I'm thinking like you gotta first and foremost you gotta have elite guard play. Like your guards have to be,
Mhm.
steady, be able to you know, facilitate, create, set the offense up. You gotta have
But
experienced guards or at
that's
least
what Curry, Steph
yeah, like
Curry
Curry back
did
in the day.
back in
Yeah.
Davidson. Yeah, like I remember that. And then Chris Paul as well at Wake Forest.
Yeah, those are great guys to have. Like someone that's gonna like settle down the team, settle down the offense, get you in the right spots, get it to the right player at the right time. But yeah, no, you need that good type of guard that's gonna help you. Someone that can make clutch shots as well. I mean, we've had like guys over the years. Like last year, we had Walter Clayton from Florida. Like he was amazing throughout the tournament, making clutch shots. Throughout the tournament. I mean, he was amazing. I mean, one of the better players in the tournament, the MVP of the tournament because of how many clutch shots he made, helping his team, get that national championship last year, and then the year before, Stefan Castle and you know all types of guys, and then even going back to like UNC one with Joel Berry and Virginia had like Kyle Guy, and it's all like
Mhm.
guards are like what make the thing go in like NCAA, and then like
Yeah.
I would say another thing that's important is experience, man. The more experienced you are, the better. I mean, if you have experience, if you have more experience and talent like that together, yeah, I mean, you're destined to make it to the Final Four because it's like those teams know what it takes to win, like battle, pressurized games, been in the close games, like not the moment not being too big for them. I
That's
mean,
ironically enough, that's why I'm excited for the Hornets to let's see if we get a play-in game because we've been in playoff atmospheres now. Like that Hornet, the Heat game that I was gonna say, like that would have been fun to go to. Like that one was a playoff atmosphere. You could
Oh
see
yeah,
by
for
all the
sure.
accounts, and it was a hard fought game too. So now, like hopefully because of environments like that, they're gonna be ready to succeed. It's the same with March Madness. It's the teams that have been battle tested, that have that playoff atmosphere and know how to execute at the highest level, you know?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, those are the teams that advance. I mean, because even see like how teams like in college basketball is a lot of like highly talented freshmen that come in. Sometimes teams have teams full of freshmen, mostly freshmen. Those teams don't typically win. Like those teams, I mean, it's very rare that those teams win when they have like their best play, when they have teams like full of freshmen without any type of veterans or experienced guys that's been through it. Because and those moments, those pressurized moments, those close games, they usually falter because they're not. I mean, those guys are more experienced. I mean, they've been through all type of wars and different things of that nature. So, I
Yeah.
mean, definitely helps. I mean, you talked about being battle tested. I mean, having star power always helps. As far as factor to getting making a deep run in the tournament. I mean, depth because teams. I mean, you're gonna have injuries. You never know when
Yeah.
it's gonna come. I
And,
mean, it could be at any time.
then that really exposes your system, like versus just having talented players.
Exactly. So if you depend on one player to like basically take over and like carry the team offensively, or like he's your best player, and you lose him, and your whole team falls apart. I mean, that's because you didn't have enough depth on your team. And like that's why teams are like you need depth. You got to have depth because I've seen like Carolina teams in the past. Like we've had injuries to our star players, and then like it just goes out. I mean, we lose, and these are teams that like if he was playing, we probably would have won a championship. But he got hurt, and now we don't have a good backup. So we out there like struggling. It'd be like a point guard. I mean, like Kendall Marshall. I remember him in 2012. We had the best team in the country. Best team in the country. We were we were winning, and like he broke his wrist in like the Elite Eight. And like what was it, the Sweet 16? One, he's the leader of Sweet 16, one of the games. I think it was Sweet 16. It's the Elite
Right.
Eight we lost in. So,
Yeah.
but he broke his wrist and he was out for the rest of the tournament. The next game we lost because we didn't have him. We didn't
Yeah.
have a backup point guard to replace his production and what he does well. So,
Well, I
and
mean,
that
the point guard is so hard to replace too, because it's like they're one that like has to pass the ball and create for everybody else. Like that's a
absolutely
unique skill set if you're not practicing it every day.
for sure. And then now another thing I would say as a factor is you must be able to defend. You must be able to win ugly. So if you're like an offensive only team, like that's a strong suit, your offense, but you can't defend anybody, you're probably going to lose at some point in the tournament. You might win a couple of games just because you might be hot from the field, but it's always going to be one game when you don't shoot the ball well in the tournament. You don't shoot ball well for the whole tournament. It's very rare that you shoot the ball well for the whole entire tournament. If you're one of those teams that shoot the ball well and but you don't play any type of defense, you might get away with it for a couple games, but after a while, that is gonna catch up to you,
That's gonna
and
be
you're gonna lose.
Queens College. That's Queens College type of ball.
Yeah, for sure. You got because you gotta be able to win those games in the mud, those ugly games. You see it in football. We might not be able to score a lot of points. What wins the
Yeah.
games? The defense. You have to win
Oh
those
my
games
gosh, you
like
remember
10-3, 10-7.
Rams Patriots Super Bowl? Oh my
Oh
god.
yeah. Yeah, sometimes you got to win games like that. But when your team isn't used to playing those type of games, or that's not the formula to you guys winning. Like the Rams, they weren't used to playing games like that. They so used to scoring 30 points a game, and when the Patriots made them, hey, y'all gonna
Yeah.
have to win it this way. They weren't ready for that. They couldn't do
Oh, for
nothing out
real.
there, you know. So that's the same way it is. And then I would say the last thing I would say as a factor is motivation. You know, sometimes you lose like the year before, you might lose in the final four, or you might lose like in the Elite Eight, a disappointing fashion. You bring those guys back, some of those guys back, they're motivated to go back and win the next year because they
Yeah.
lost. you know, they're definitely a factor. I mean, one of my UNC teams, UNC, they lost in the 2016 in
Was
NCAA
that to
championship.
Villanova?
Yeah, the
Villanova.
Villanova game.
Yeah.
Yep. Remember they lost at the buzzer. You know, that dude hit the buzzer beater.
Yeah, wild. The coach didn't even react.
I mean, that was devastating. That's probably the worst feeling after a loss I ever had as a fan. Like that hurt so bad. My team losing at the buzzer in the national championship. That's probably the worst feeling I had as a fan when watching the game. Because we were right there, so close. To, getting at least because I know if we win overtime, I know we would have won that game. I know
Yeah,
we would have won the game because
that was
Marcus Page.
pure luck of it all.
Yeah, Marcus Page, our star guard, he had just hit the shot to tie the game, and we're thinking it's like I don't know how many seconds left. Probably was 5 or 6 seconds left. And again, I'm thinking like, man, we going to overtime. Let's go. We just need one stop. We're gonna go into overtime. He goes down, he hits that shot. I'm just like, oh man, that was just the worst feeling too. Losing
See,
like
but
that and
think
that.
about it from Villanova's perspective. Like that's like the craziest thing that ever happened and will ever
Exactly,
happen.
exactly. But then the next year in 2017, we went back. We brought some of our guys back, and we won the national championship the next year. But see, we had that motivation to win and not experience that same feeling we had the year before. So that
Right.
was, I mean, that was some of the motivation. But man,
You were built
like I
different at
said,
that point.
exactly. Like I said, March Madness. I mean, it's definitely exciting. I mean, there's some different teams. Um, we're gonna get into some upsets. I think that might happen. I mean, there's some teams that go around. I mean, we got some teams mainly because like it's been some injuries, man. It's been some injuries to some teams. Like some of their key players are out now. Um, like Louisville, they're like their main player, Mikael Brown, who's one of the top prospects,
I
NBA
saw their
prospects.
point guard.
Yeah, he's gonna be out for the first couple games, so they probably gonna lose in the first round. I mean they play let me see what that play because I wrote it down. They play South Florida in the first round. I think they're probably gonna lose to that one. So that's a game. It's a matchup that everybody should be keeping their eye on right there. South Florida versus Louisville. I mean, because Louisville's best player, Mikael Brown, will be playing in that game. So South Florida already a good team. I mean, they a very 3 point heavy offense. I mean, they're up tempo, like to play fast, score the ball. They got a big that was like the conference player of the year in their conference. And Louisville is not like the biggest inside. So being able to exploit that in the inside, I think that gives them an advantage, along with Mikael Brown being out. So that takes away one of their only players that could probably take advantage of the
Right.
defense of South Florida. Another
Dang,
team,
that sounds like it's gonna be rough then.
for sure. Texas Tech, their top player, JT Toppin, he got hurt. He's not gonna be playing in the tournament. He tore his ACL like a month ago. So he's not gonna be in this tournament. I mean, and they play Akron in the first round. That's probably gonna be one of the likely upsets. Akron over Texas Tech, and in the first round. I mean, and JT Toppin, he was an All American this year. He was first team All American. So he was one of the top players in the nation as well, but also out due to injuries. So if you're looking for an upset, Akron over Texas Tech, that could be an upset. I mean, Akron, one of the better 3 point shooting teams in the country. They play fast, they play up tempo. Another team that's like really good offensively. Um, Another team, not necessarily an injury, but oh yeah, one more team we had as an injury. Alabama. You probably heard about a story about the player that got caught with the pound of weed or whatever. I don't know
Oh
if you
yeah, yeah, I heard about that.
heard. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's probably the second best player on Alabama's team, but he got caught with that. And now he can't play in the tournament. So it's like,
Wild.
so now they're going
How
to be a
good was
team that's.
Alabama before this?
I mean, he was one of their key players. I mean, he was one of their top players. Like I said, he's the second best player. I mean, they're like mainly like an offensive team. They're one of the most, I think they're like first or second in the league in the nation in scoring points per game. So, and he was a big part of that too. So now that he's out, there's one less player that they have, and they're playing a decent team in Hofstra. If you're looking for an upset, that could be an upset. Now they have another good player in LaFon, what's his name? He got so many hard names.
LaFon, what a name.
I mean, they have these dudes' names. It's kind of crazy. I'm like, all right, how you say this dude's name? But their top player, Labaton Falan, that's his name. What a
Labaton
name.
Falon.
Yeah. I mean, he's their best player. He's still out there. Maybe he can lead his team to victory. He's going to have to carry more of the offensive load, but he's a good player as well. But without their second best player, both of them are guys that create offense for everybody else. They generate shots for themselves and others, and they're big part of their offense and breaking down the defense and creating the quality shots for the team. And so if Hofstra is able to key in and stop and shut him down, I think they have a good chance of winning that game. Against Alabama. Um, I would say another game to keep your eye on. Texas versus BYU. So BYU, they have AJ DeBonsa. He's probably gonna be the number one draft pick. AJ DeBonsa for BYU. He leads the
You
nation
think
in scoring.
homeboy from what's his name, Darren Peterson?
Darren Peterson. He
You
stopped his
think
job
he's
because of the
because
injury,
of his
the
not being
cramping and
able to
stuff, and
play and
yeah,
yeah, and
him being
there's I read a story about that. Like it was like the cramping is chronic, apparently, something like that.
oh yeah. Like he said he had like a full body, like like full body cramp or something. Like he had full body
Yeah,
cramp
like he went to the hospital.
hospital because of it. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, he's a great player. When he plays, he produces, but we don't know if his availability is the best ability. So if he can't go out there and play, I mean that's an issue for NBA teams. And,
Is
you know,
he like a little bit of a diva? Like, I mean, generally speaking, I don't know. Like, is that what
I
people are
didn't
saying?
think he was like coming into the NBA. It didn't seem like, I mean, not the NBA, but coming into college, it didn't seem like he
Right.
was like necessarily. But I feel like maybe like the people around him are more like
Yeah.
controlling things behind the scenes to like
Okay.
influence his decisions like this way and saying they should approach it this way, to help preserve his draft, stock or
Yeah,
whatever, or
for
you
sure.
know we don't know exactly what's going on. It's a very strange situation. I mean, we've never seen. I don't think we ever seen anything like this as far as like a top player doing it this way, like
Yeah,
being
because
like,
everybody's saying like he is like behind the scenes. They're saying he is the number one overall pick if he just like checks off a couple boxes that we need him to check off.
yeah,
You know.
yeah. If he was playing like the whole season is just playing like a regular player, he'd definitely probably be the top pick. Like between him and AJ DeBonsa for sure, and probably Cameron Boozer too.
Cam
Between
Boozer.
those three,
He's
yeah,
more of a floor guy that Hey, floor guys sometimes work. Look at Con Knipple.
Yeah, he's similar. Like they both play fundamentally sound. I
Yeah,
mean, they're steady guys that do the little things. I mean, he hits the open shot. I mean, he uses his size and strength to his ability as far as like taking like absorbing contact, getting to the rim, and being able to like has moves around the basket that's like successful and effective. I mean,
yeah,
but he's a good player. I mean, probably the safest pick in the draft. But as far as like upside, you got your Darren Peterson, you got
yeah.
AJ Bonsa, you
Obviously,
got Caleb
yeah.
Wilson. Those guys are probably definitely higher upside than Cameron Boozer. But Cameron Boozer, he's probably gonna come in the league. Is gonna be someone that can probably help the team now because he's gonna be steady
Dude,
player, kind of like
I
Continental,
want him. I want him so bad.
Oh man,
Like,
yeah,
but I don't
he's
think
gonna be gone.
there's no way
Yeah,
the Hornets are gonna be able.
he's gonna be gone. Yeah, for sure, for sure. But man, like
And then
I
Miles
said,
Bridges could maybe like tutor him. Like, oh,
oh
dude,
yeah, that would
that
have been cool. That would have been cool.
I know.
Yeah, I mean this draft is deep, so you might be able to get somebody. You might be able to get some of that. It's some good players in this draft.
Hey, I hope
Yeah.
so. I don't know past like the top like 10 guys.
Oh yeah, I mean it's probably good 25 to 30 players in this draft. So yeah, but
Nice.
man, I think another upside. I think I was saying, but yeah, BYU Texas. BYU they lost second best player Richie Saunders earlier in the season, and they just haven't been the same since then. Now, if Adrian DeBonsa, he's the
What
leading scorer in
position
the nation. Hmm?
did he play? The guy that went down.
Oh yeah, he played earlier in the season, but he got hurt
What
like in the middle of the
no,
season.
what position?
Scores. Oh, he was a shooting guard.
Oh, okay, so somebody that would score for them.
Yeah, a scorer definitely, a shooter definitely. Um, Yeah, but they haven't been the same since he, went down. You know, and for some reason, like at the end of games, they tend to go away from AJ DeBonson. I don't know what's wrong with their coach. The coach does stupid stuff. I mean, it's weird. Like I said, they don't. I mean, you would think they would give him the ball. At the end of games, he's the best player. On the team, leads the nation in scoring. So I'm thinking like, this guy should get the, probably the number one overall pick in this upcoming draft. You think he would get the ball at the end of games, but they tend to go away from him and do other stuff. I don't know what they got going on with that, but they just haven't looked the same as earlier in the season, and now it's like, I mean, AJ DeBonson, if they play through him, if they give him the keys, play through him, they might be. I feel like they could probably win this game. But if they go do that stuff they've been doing, towards the end of the season, like going away from at the end of games, trying to run their system, try to get everybody else involved. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to like have him like overshadow everybody else. Which is, I mean, I think that's a good thing if you have a great player that's better than everybody else. Well, you know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, that's it's just your star player the ball. Like
I mean, it'd be simple. It's 1, 2, 3. ABC. So it's
people
like,
overthink it. They see like
yeah,
I don't know if you've seen the meme of like the curve of like dumb people like and then like the median and then like you get so smart that it's like working against your interest. Like the
yeah,
curve.
definitely. I understand that for sure. But man, let me see what else we got. But if you look like, if okay, next thing I'll probably talk about teams that you guys should just watch. I mean, fun teams to watch.
Yeah.
Illinois. They have an NBA prospect on their team too. His name is Keaton Wagler. I mean, he's a 6'6" guard. I mean, he can shoot the ball, score,
Ball
pass. I mean,
handler?
Keaton Wagler.
No, I was saying ball handler. Like, does
Yeah,
he
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Oh yeah, he's their point guard, 6'6". I mean, he's a big guard. Shoot the ball, shoot the three ball well. Can get to the basket. He can score all three levels. A pretty good passer. I mean, he's pretty good. And like Illinois, they have one of the best offenses in the league. Efficient. If you're looking for an exciting team to watch, they're one of those teams you should be watching. Illinois. I mean, they play well. I mean, they're one of those
Dude
teams.
you described kind of sounded like Kobe White.
Oh man, that's actually not a bad comparison for him. Actually,
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie to you. Actually, they're pretty similar, especially
yeah.
like in college when they come out of college.
I'm
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
loving Kobe White on our team on the Hornets.
That's a good comparison. Actually, that is a pretty good comparison. I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. And Kobe White was like a 7. He went 7 overall in the draft when he came out. So yeah, he's probably going. And Keaton Wagler's probably gonna be in that range too. So yeah,
Okay.
that's a good comparison for sure. Yeah, definitely think. Yeah, that's a good comparison for sure. I would say another team, Arkansas. You might have heard of the best player, Darius Acuff. I mean, everybody's talking about him right
Oh
now.
yeah, I've heard of that dude. Yep.
Yeah, dude is. I mean, he's been on a tear lately. I mean, he's been scoring like he can score at all three levels. I mean, he's been going off. I think he's averaging like 28 points the last month or so. I mean, going off, completely off. I mean, he was one of the main reasons they won the SEC tournament. I mean, so he was playing extremely great basketball. I mean, his
What do you
draft
think
stock is
are
going
his
up.
strengths and weaknesses coming into the draft?
Well, I think, I mean, his weaknesses, first off, defense. He doesn't play a lot of defense.
He
And
doesn't do it.
yeah, he doesn't. He's not. That's not his main focus. I mean, he's really offensive minded player. It seems like maybe if I mean he might be able to play some defense though if he put more effort on that end of the floor. But you can tell that's not his priority when he's on the court.
Right.
Um, I would say also he's kind of small on the smaller side as far as like his build. Like he's on like the slimmer side. Like think like kind of like Allen Iverson. He's kind of like built like him a little bit as far like on
Really?
the slimmer side. Yeah, yeah. So as far as like a
So
smaller
he
guard,
must be like quick and twitchy.
yeah, he is quick,
Yeah.
twitchy. I mean, he has long. I mean, can shoot the three ball, can get to the mid range, get to the basket. He's a really good passer. He's probably the best passer in his class too. One of the
Really?
best scorers in this draft, and probably the best passer in this upcoming
Dang, this dude
draft.
sounds like no wonder he's not interested in defense.
Yeah, like he's doing a lot of different things in that area. But yeah, man. And then like yeah, so he's leading an explosive team. Arkansas, he plays for Arkansas. That's a team that you definitely want to watch if you want to be watch exciting basketball. So those are two teams definitely. But yeah, there's Acuff. Like he's probably, I mean, he's moving up to the draft. I heard people say they might want. He might be a top 5 draft pick now.
Top
Depending on
five.
what teams do. Yeah,
I've heard
I
his
mean,
name thrown around. I didn't know like really what kind of player he was, but I'm curious to see if he goes that high now.
yeah, man, he's definitely a player to look out for. Um, I mean, other teams, Iowa State, man, Iowa State is good because they have, I mean, their defense. I mean, their defense is great, and they're a team that plays fast, up tempo. I mean, they got athletes all over the court. I mean, they play up and down. Good team you want to watch. I mean, they're going they full court pressure. They defending you full court, trapping, pressing, whatever you want to, whatever you want to do. They're doing that. So they're trying to speed up the game. They got athletes all over the court. Like they run and get out. And they got some good players too. So, I mean, that's a team to be on a watch. Another good team that you should be watching for sure. And a team that I think could probably go far in the tournament too. They're the 2 seed, and let me bring up the bracket again and make sure where they're at in the bracket. I believe they're the 2 seed in the and what's this one called? Not bad, but they're the 2 seed with Michigan. So I don't know why they don't got like the West. I think this might be the West bracket. Which is these?
It doesn't label it.
Yeah, I don't know why they don't label it on this one, but it's weird. But it might be Midwest. That might be the Midwest. Um, but yeah, they're the team I think that can possibly win. I mean, Michigan and probably Iowa State are probably the top 2 options to win that bracket, win the region. So that's another team to look out for. Um, Michigan State's also interested. I mean, Tom Izzo, one of the best coaches in NCAA history. I mean, you know what he can do, and they have some good players on the team. Jeremy Fields, they always good defensively. They got this dude named Jeremy Fields. Fears, he leads the nation in assists. Um, he's one of those players that can score, can get others involved. I mean, he's a very, I would say, controversial player as well. I mean, he plays a certain way. He plays a physical style of basketball. People say he plays kind of dirty too, but
Oh, like
so
the
yeah,
dude
he's
from the Oklahoma City Thunder. I
oh
forget
yeah,
his
he's talking
name.
about Lou
Hurt.
Dort, Lou Dort, yeah,
Oh, yep, yep. I knew he had a short name. It sounded like
yeah,
like a
yeah,
punch.
yeah, yeah. That's one of the players for sure. I mean, that's a team to definitely look out for. I mean, there's some good teams out here, man. Gonzaga, another team that can probably make a run as well. I mean, they average the most
They usually do.
paint points in the country. And think about this though. They made what 27 straight appearances in the NCAA tournament. That's the third longest streak behind Kansas and Michigan State. And
Nobody knows about that school outside of the basketball team. There's one person that graduated from Gonzaga and like went on to be a doctor. I want to hear.
yeah, they probably everybody trying to figure out who that is. It's like, who is that guy? Gonzaga. You don't hear about them. You don't hear about them no other time other than when basketball season
Exactly.
comes around. He's like, oh yeah, Gonzaga. That's right. For sure. It's like, bro, what they got going on? Um, but yeah, Gonzaga. Will this be the year that they, get over the hump? I mean, they've had their chances. That I probably had more talented teams in the past, but this team is probably deeper than probably the previous team. So, like I said, they have. I mean, they're great inside, dominant in the paint. Um, that's probably the strong suit. I mean, defensively they're good inside as well, and then their experience. I think I saw something like they had like one of the most, the older teams in this tournament. So that also
Yeah.
helps. So we're gonna see what Gonzaga can do this year if they can get over the hump. I mean, they're in a pretty tough bracket. I think they're in the same one with Let me see which one they're in again. Um, Gonzaga. I think they're in the same one with Arizona. I believe. Yeah, Arizona. They're in the one with Arizona. And Arizona, I think Arizona's probably gonna come out that bracket. But I think Gonzaga's probably I think Gonzaga's probably the team that can give Arizona probably the most competitive game, the biggest,
Yeah.
in their region. So I'm thinking that's probably gonna be a good matchup if they
Was
can
the
get to that.
speedy point guard.
Oh yeah, 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 definitely for sure. So I mean, a lot of good teams in this tournament. I mean, if you like offense, high powered offenses, you got Akron, you got Georgia, um, High Points, a good offensive team. Um, Miami, a good offensive team. So it's
Dang,
Ohio
Miami has
State.
college basketball and college football performing well, both
Yeah,
at the same time.
yeah, for sure. I mean, they're probably going. I think they probably lose like in the Sweet 16, probably Miami. Like, but they might get. Like I said, they might be able
At
to.
least it's fun. At least they made
Yeah,
it.
they're
Yeah,
fun. They're a fun team to watch for sure. Um, I mean, think of. I mean, we gotta get shout out Queens. I mean, a Charlotte team. Team that
yeah,
made it for the first time in their as in their history. I mean, they just became D1 like in 2022, so that's a great accomplishment for them. But they've also, you know, they're also one of the better offensive teams in the nation. So we'll see what happens. Let me see. Remind myself who they play in the first round. I think they do. They play who they play. They play Purdue. Now Purdue is one of those teams that's gotten beat by teams in that 15 seeds. They gotten beat by teams they weren't supposed to. So maybe Queens can make the upset. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But
yeah,
I wouldn't say that's one of my upset picks. I don't have it as one of my upset
yeah.
picks, but maybe we'll see. Maybe they shock everybody. You never know. But it's definitely great to see them in the tournament, and we definitely wish them the best. Hopefully, they just keep it competitive. If they just keep it competitive, that'd be good too. Um, we gotta talk about storylines. We gotta talk about Miami of Ohio. So Miami of Ohio, they went 31-0 before they lost their first game, like in their conference tournament, and they're actually playing in one of the playing games, but which is kind of controversial because people were saying that it should have been, at large bid. It should have been in the tournament no matter what. It started being like in one of the playing games because they went 31-0. You know,
Right.
no matter who they play against, like even though they're like probably like a mid major, one of the smaller schools, they might not play as toughest competition as everybody else. But
Right.
still, I mean, to go 31-0, that's still impressive. But
Oh yeah.
if they win, I think they can probably beat whoever they play in the first round. I mean, I think I wrote it down as one of my upset picks too.
That's kind of
Um,
the fun thing about a one and done thing is it's like any given Sunday, quote unquote. You know.
yeah. So if they win tonight against SMU, they play Tennessee. I think whoever wins that game between SMU and Miami of Ohio beats Tennessee in the first round. That's my one of my upset picks too. So I think if Miami of Ohio wins this game, they win, or if SMU wins, they beat Tennessee in the first round. That's one of my upset picks for sure. Um, but definitely one of those teams that another high powered offense team. When I was doing my research on like these teams, because of course I am, it's hard to watch every team in college basketball, so many teams. But
Yeah, I know. I'm surprised you know like something about every team. I'm like, oh, I'm learning here.
oh yeah, I had to take notes. I had to take notes for sure because but it's definitely like when I was looking to do my research and learn about different teams, I was like, man, it's a lot of teams it's good offensive teams. Like a lot of teams scored in like the high 80s, good three, good from the 3 point range. So and then
Yeah,
like the
'cause
top
in
teams,
basketball, it's two halves rather than four quarters, right?
yeah, 20-minute halves, yep. And it's crazy. So you never know. I mean, if you get down early, I mean, it's tough to come back. I mean, even with the 3 point shooting, it's still kind of tough. But we see those teams come back, but it's not ideal to get down in this tournament because it's one and done. I mean, if you get down, it's gonna be tough to come back in these games for sure.
Yeah.
And funny enough, like it seems like to me, the best teams in this tournament, like Florida, Michigan, Arizona, uh, Iowa State, teams like that. I mean, those teams have a lot of size and they're good defensively as well as offensively. So that makes it, a difference. some of these teams are like lower on the lower seeding, probably like 6, 7, 8 seeds. They're more like offensive teams. So those are the teams probably going to, once they get like to the thick of these, once they play those big teams like Michigan, Iowa State, Florida, Arizona, UConn, places like that, they're gonna probably get beat because they're like an offensive only team. They don't play a lot of defense. So the top teams in the nation are good on both sides. So I mean, that's something that I noticed from doing my research.
Well, yeah, yeah. I mean, and if you can't stop it, it's like that in the NBA too. If you can't stop it, like they're gonna out talent you, and then it's just a numbers game, you know.
For sure, for sure. Um, I think another player, another interesting player. This guy from Iowa State. His name is Milan Silovic.
What position?
He's a forward. He's 6'8", but he's a shooter. And the thing I
Ooh,
found,
okay, kind of like a stretch forward.
yeah. So, like one thing I found interesting about him, I saw they said he is on pace to have one of the most prolific 3-point shooting seasons in recent college basketball history.
Dang,
He is since 1992. He's the only 15 players have made 50% of their 3-point attempts with 2.5 attempts per game. This guy Milan is shooting 49.6% from three heading into the tournament on 3 attempts per
dang,
game. That's
dang.
crazy. And they're saying like think about that 49% from three. You know how crazy that is?
That is insane.
And think
Wow,
about this. Not even Steph or JJ Redick got those guys like that who were great in college at 3 point.
snipers.
They didn't shoot that high percentage, at three. So I mean,
So even in college, like
now
uh,
in college, like I said, in
Davidson.
college they didn't shoot that well. They were in the 40s, but they weren't 49%. That's basically 50%, almost 50%.
Oh,
So
that's
he's one of those. He's a
crazy.
dead
And
eye shooter.
you said he's a power forward?
He's a 6'8", man. He's 6'8", stretch forward. Um,
Dang.
Yeah, man, he's pretty good. He plays for Iowa State. Like one of those, like I said, that's a sleeper team of mine, Iowa State, man. He plays for them, and you got
Wait, where is he projected to be drafted? Can we get him on the Hornets?
hey, I'm sure he's rising up the boards with his shooting prowess for sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Wait,
I haven't seen.
what's the rest of his game like? Do you know?
He can put the ball. He hits the mid range. I mean, he's probably more offensively focused than defensively, but he can shoot the ball and
I mean, he's 6'8". Is he filled out?
he's a little on the skinnier
A
side. He's
little
like
skinnier?
210 pounds, but
Okay. Oh,
yeah,
210. Okay, a little
yeah,
skinny. Yeah.
yeah, a little skinny on the skinnier side, but he can shoot it though. He can shoot it,
Yeah.
and he got some size to him. He's 6'8", so you can always use 6'8" shooters. I mean, those
Yeah.
don't grow on trees.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh, for real.
yeah. So he's definitely a player I'm gonna
Hey,
keep my
Warriors
eye
have a
on for
couple
sure.
first round picks. What was his name again?
Milan Silovic.
Milan Momskinovic. Okay, cool.
Silovic. Yeah,
Lovich.
yeah. Plays for Iowa State. They play. Let me see when they play. I don't know if they had the time in this one or not, but yeah, they play Friday at 2:50 against Tennessee State. They'll probably win that game easy, but they play like I said. That's Iowa State's become one of my favorite teams in this tournament. I'm not gonna lie to you. Looking at doing my research on them. So they're definitely a team, but they're in the same one as Michigan. So I'm intrigued. If we could get like a Michigan Iowa State matchup, like in the Elite Eight, I would love that because I think that would be an incredible game for sure.
Yeah.
Because Michigan's been one of the best teams all season long, so that would be a great matchup. I think.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. That's I saw a video about March Madness just to give me like I wanted to see what the prospects were doing. So
mhm.
it was like March Madness summarized in 46 minutes or something like that.
Yeah. I
And
think I
there
saw that video, but I
you
wasn't
did?
gonna. I like
Yeah.
I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched like a little bit of it. But because I found like some shorter videos, I was like, oh, let me watch this shorter videos. This
Yeah.
46 minutes is too long. I was like,
Oh,
I
oh,
got
that's too funny. Now I was falling asleep to it. But I was like, okay, yeah, I know Michigan and Duke are the top two dogs.
yeah, yeah, definitely coming into the thing. I think Arizona's playing extremely well right now too.
Yeah, because
Um,
homeboy you're talking about before, yeah.
yeah. Brady and I mean, say they got they're deep, man, deep. So, like I said, 7 players with at least average 9 points is crazy. Um, one thing I think I wanted to point out. One thing. Oh, Houston. So Houston, you see how Houston they're like at the bottom, right here, over here, and this, Houston's been playing Idaho, and you see like the Houston sign. So they, when you get to the Sweet 16, they'll be starting playing in Houston, so they'll have that home court advantage right there. So that's one of the advantages that they have in this tournament. If they advance, they can get to Houston. They'll be playing basically home, basically at home in front of their home fans, and they'll have that
That
advantage.
is funny. I wonder how much that plays into account.
Oh, it definitely plays a factor for sure, especially if you're good.
Because
Now, if you're sorry, it don't matter. I mean, so if you're
yeah,
not good, it
yeah,
don't matter. But
if they're gonna get like rowdy for you, yeah.
yeah, and Houston's one of the better teams in this tournament too. So I expect them to probably. I think they're going to probably advance to the Final Four. Actually, I think they're probably more than likely. I mean, they're a defensive minded team. I mean, they play the right way, physical, athletic. I mean, they have like Kingston Fleming. I don't know if you ever heard of him, but he's a really good guard for them.
Okay.
Um, he's someone that's like a go-to scorer. I mean, he's really one of those guys that gets into the paint at the guard position. One of those guys like
How
to
tall is
drive.
he? He's a
He's
he's a
six
point
four.
guard? 6'4"?
Yes, he's 6'4". Yep.
Okay.
He's some one of those guys, 16 points per game. I mean, he's one of those guys that likes to get to the paint. He can score all three levels, but he's one of those guys like to attack first, get to the
Is he
rim
kind of
first.
sturdy or is he kind of
Yeah.
thin?
He's like he's not. I mean, he's kind of like he's not like the biggest, but he's like a little probably in between, like
Okay.
decent size. Yeah,
And how's his
definitely.
shot?
His shot is pretty good. I mean, it could be better, but he doesn't shoot a lot of threes though. He's not like he's
Yeah.
more of a guy that shoots like mid range, likes to get into the paint
Oh,
and
okay.
operate there a lot. So he's not like that type
What
of
about
player.
playmaking ability then?
Oh, yeah, he can definitely. Yeah, he's a good playmaker too, as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you said his name is Fleming?
yeah. Kingston Fleming. Yep.
Fleming. All right.
Yeah, yeah, man. So Houston got some good players. But man, there's so many good teams in this thing. I think it's gonna be an exciting tournament. Um, oh yeah, I want to talk about the East bracket. So that's the one with Duke in them. So they got like in that bracket they have Duke, they have Kansas, they have Michigan State, they have UConn. I
Ooh.
mean, these are blue blood programs. UCLA.
Yeah.
I mean, think about the blue blood programs they have in this tournament, and I mean, I'm cool with it because I mean, Duke having a competitive tournament, that's our rival. I want them to lose.
Right.
So, I'm all for them having a tough bracket, but that's gonna be one of the probably most competitive brackets. I mean, even them playing Ohio State in the second round, that's a good matchup for them. They have this guy Bruce Thornton. Now he's pretty good. He's a guard, can score at all three levels. Now he's stocky. Now he's like 220, 6'2",
Dang.
220.
Oh,
So he's
6'2", 220. That's hey, that's like you could be an NFL player at that size.
that's what I'm saying. Look like a linebacker type. You know
Yo,
what I'm saying? you know, yeah, man.
yeah,
He's one of those
stocky
players.
safety.
Yeah, someone like that for sure, for sure. You got St. John's, but there's a lot of good teams in this bracket, particular bracket in the East region, with Duke being number one seed in
Yeah,
this region. So I'm definitely intrigued by that bracket. That's gonna be a good one for
yeah.
sure. But man, like I said, I think my final four right now is Arizona. I got them coming out. I think that's the West, I believe. Um, I would say I got Iowa State coming out of the Midwest. Um, and I think the East bracket I have UConn coming out, and then I have Houston. Yeah, I said Houston, UConn, Arizona, and Iowa State right now. It's probably my final four.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
No Duke or Michigan? Did you say Michigan?
No, I didn't say that. I got
Yeah,
Iowa State beating Michigan,
you
Duke
got
losing to UConn, and I might be biased because I don't like Duke at all. You know, they're a rival. You know, even though I do think Duke is a good team, I will say that they are a good team. They have Cam Boozer, one of the best players in the nation, obviously. But I mean, without their point guard did get injured. You know, and I don't know if he's going to play in the tournament. So that plays a factor for sure.
Duke's
And
point guard too.
yeah, he got hurt. Yeah,
Oh my gosh, all these point guard getting hurt.
yeah, yeah. So he got hurt. So I don't know if when he's gonna be back, if he plays in the tournament or not. So that definitely plays a factor. But with Duke, if you have to beat Duke, you can't beat yourselves, but you gotta have size. You gotta have like a career. You gotta have a primary elite shot maker, someone that can make shots against a good defense. Because Duke, they play good defense, and then you have to
Sound,
be yeah, you have to be out physical. You have to out physical them. You gotta have someone that's gonna put pressure on their defense
yeah.
extremely. Like be in attack mode like for 40 minutes because Duke, like I said, they ain't beating themselves. They playing fundamentally sound basketball. Like you talking about Con Nipple. Think about they just put everybody plays that way. Think about that. Everybody
Yep,
plays the way he plays.
yep.
Think about that. If you have multiple Con Nipples on the floor, that's how everybody play on the team.
Man,
So
it's
he
just what you need. Like literally fundamentally sound basketball. Like how do
exactly
you stop this, especially when most people are just like relying on their athleticism at 18 years old? Like
exactly exactly. They're one of those teams that play that way. So like I said, you got to beat them in that fashion. So I'm definitely intrigued to see what happens. Like I said, it's a lot of different teams that can win. I think there's I would probably say 6 to 8 teams that can probably win it all. I think. I mean, obviously the top four seeds: Florida, Michigan, Duke, Arizona, and then you got Houston. I would say Gonzaga. I would say probably maybe UConn. Um, I would say Iowa State. Those are like that's probably 8 teams right there that I think probably could win it.
yeah.
I don't think there's any teams like lower than that could win necessarily. Like any like Cinderellas or now I think this might be a couple of Cinderellas that might make it to like the Sweet
Well, the
16 or
beauty
something.
of the Cinderella is you don't see them coming.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's hard to predict for sure. It's hard to predict. But you just like I said, I think the injuries have helped like this year as far as like those teams I was talking about earlier with the injuries.
Yeah.
Those are teams that you definitely that's easier to pick as far as upset picks you can pick. But yeah, man. Like I said, March it's definitely exciting time. March Madness. The players we have, like I said, we talked about AJ DeBonce, we talked about Darren Peterson, we talked about Kinston Fleming, Keaton Wagler, Cameron Boozer, like I said,
Yeah.
all types of players in this, like, oh, there is Acuff. I mean, so many good
Oh
players in this,
yeah, that's right.
so many good players in this tournament. I mean, and even on some of the other teams too. Um, I think it was like Christian Anderson from Texas Tech. He's a good player.
What is
Um,
he? What's his position?
he's a guard. He's a 6'4" guard. I mean, he's a guy that can shoot, can pass. I mean, he's really good at getting to the basket. I mean, remember I told you Texas Tech lost their best player, JC Toppin. So
Yeah.
they're like a two-headed monster with those two players. And they,
Oh,
they were actually one of the teams. Think about it. They actually one of the teams that beat Duke this year too. Like Duke only
really?
lost. Duke
Who
only
did?
lost twice this year.
Yeah.
Duke only lost twice this year. They lost once to Texas Tech, lost once to North Carolina, which I will get to them in a minute because I get to say something about my team before we move along. But yeah, Christian Anderson is a good player as well. He's
Yeah.
definitely a player. I don't know how long they're going to last in this tournament because I predicted they're probably going to lose in the first round because they don't have the best player. At least they have a chance to lose. Let's put it like that.
Yeah.
Um, so those are definitely some of the players I was thinking about. Teams, um, but it's definitely going to be interesting. I'm trying to think. I wanted to see if I had any more. Like, I did some stats that I wrote down. Um, I saw Virginia, another team that might can go far in this tournament. Virginia, they have a really good defensive team. Two like very probably two of the best shot blockers in the nation on their team. Like two bigs that shot blocking. I mean, they play.
You know who I'm a fan of? Ryan Kalkbrenner. Shout out to him, Hornet center. Honestly, dude
Yeah,
is a fantastic shot blocker and like far exceeding him and Sion James, far exceeding our expectations as a rookie.
absolutely, absolutely.
I guess you don't want to give James like the praise because he's a dookie.
Who you talking about? Sion James? Oh no, Sion
Yeah,
James is a good player, good role player, man. I mean, I like him. I mean, he ain't bad. I mean, once they leave Duke, I don't really care too
yeah.
much.
Once
I
they
mean,
leave, that's right. Because then you couldn't like Con Kniffle. Yeah.
yeah, for sure, for sure. A couple of stats. Arizona had the best neutral and road record of any team in the nation at 16-1 this year. And then like Duke has the most wins against anybody, like most wins against the field. So they've won the most games against like the teams in this tournament
Okay.
from this year.
Okay.
And let's see, no team that lost their first round matchup in the conference tournament can win and has won a national championship. So we're talking about Michigan State, we're
Ooh.
talking about Alabama, we're talking about Illinois, talking about Nebraska. Those are teams that did it this year that lost. I don't
Ooh.
have any of those teams necessarily going far. Illinois is an interesting team though. Have a really good
Yeah.
offense. Keaton Wagler, the
It's
guy I
just
was
an
telling you about
interesting
earlier.
statistic still. Like,
Yeah, for sure.
you know, the odds are not in your favor.
Not in your favor, for sure. But yeah, those are just some interesting stats I saw.
Yeah.
Um, let's see if there's anything else. I think that's everything. Oh, got to talk about North Carolina for UNC before we get move along. Man, so Caleb Wilson, our best player, got hurt, so he went. And right before the Duke game, well, he's about to come back, and he broke it. He broke his hand earlier in the season, and then he was out for like I think it was what 6 games, and then he was about to return for the Duke game at the end of the year. Broke his thumb in practice while he was ramping
Ooh,
up, so he's out for the season. But if he wasn't hurt, that would definitely be a team I'll be talking about in March Madness that
that's
could win the
horrible
championship.
luck. What, like literally broke something and then came back and then broke his thumb in practice.
Crazy, crazy, and it's devastating because one of the best players in the nation was second team All American. Um, he's probably gonna be a top 5 pick in the NBA draft. Scouts are saying that, so hate
Yeah.
that he's not gonna be able to play in the NCAA tournament and showcase his skills, especially since it's my team and we would have had a better chance of winning the championship with
Maybe
him
he'll
on our
fall to the
team.
Hornets now.
Hey, maybe. I mean, he'll be a good fit on the Hornets. I don't know if you ever
what?
seen him
Wait.
play, but
What is he? What position? And like,
he plays the power forward position.
oh, the same one. The same one you were talking about before, or a different?
Yeah, Caleb Wilson. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
from UC. Yeah, yeah. Explosive athlete, can score, can defend. I mean, he does everything well. I mean, he's a
Yeah.
rebounder. I mean, has a high motor. I mean, he dunks on everybody. I mean, he got like a really sweet jump shot. Has
Oh,
like a great
dang!
post
You're
movement.
describing a complete player.
Yeah, I mean, shot blocker, all that. I mean, he's gonna be great, and he's only scratching the surface of what he's gonna be. He has so much potential. One of the guys with some of the most upside in this draft for sure.
Dang.
Uh,
All right, Hornets. Let's do it.
yeah, man, if they can get to him, I would definitely love that
I
for them.
know. It would include us getting lucky with the lottery and then also not making the playoffs in the first place. Like,
Yeah, a lot of things had to go that way for sure.
but I would be excited if we could.
Yeah, definitely for
At
sure.
least it'll give me something to look forward to if we lose the play into like the Miami Heat or whatever.
Man, yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. Speaking of the Hornets, man, what you think about what they've been, last couple of games they had? What you think, like what you've been seeing, and how confident are you that they're gonna continue to get better? As the season
Oh,
continues.
talking about the Miami Heat, like we just won against
Yeah,
them
being my like 30 yesterday.
by like
Yeah,
30. Yeah. So I'm feeling much better now than I was before that. I was just curious to see like how are we going to bounce back because after we lost to them initially a few
yeah.
games back, it seemed like we didn't have our mojo the same way because then we lost two in a row. The first game in our West trip, and then there was another one against I think maybe Portland, and we barely squeaked out a victory, and I
Oh
was
yeah, they came back towards the end of that game. I remember that
yeah,
game.
because
Yep.
we were losing the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that's where I was like, oh, I don't know what's going on. We were beating teams by 15. Like, and now we're like,
Yeah, six
we gotta
consecutive games before that game. Yep.
exactly. So now we have to like find our mojo back. And then we did that against the Miami Heat. So it made me feel like, all right, cool. All right, we're back at it. Like as long as on Thursday we clean up business, but now we're getting back to it.
Yeah, man. And it's crazy because like the teams in front of them, like they starting to win too. So it's like kind of hard for them
Atlanta,
to like.
what the heck, Atlanta? We swept you, and now you're just winning games.
It's
Hey,
crazy. They're like
hey,
on like a
hey,
crazy
the
win streak.
Carolinas sweeping Atlanta. It's what we're good for.
Yeah, I think they won like 10 games in a row or something like that. Something crazy like
Nine.
that. Or nah, yeah. I mean, yeah, it's crazy. And I think they're about to win tonight too, because I think they're
Oh
up by
my
like
gosh, it's
19.
about to be 10.
Yeah, yeah. I think they're about to win. They're up by 19 in the third
Oh
quarter.
my
So
gosh.
yeah, so I
Wow.
mean,
I'm
it's a
honestly I'm we swept them, but I'm kind of afraid to play them too if we had to play
in
them.
the play
Like,
in. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I was hoping they can advance it, but it's like everybody's starting to win. Miami's starting to win. Atlanta's starting to win. I
Yeah,
mean,
Miami's starting to break the like 83 points. Like, come on, man. What are we doing
yeah,
here?
yeah. I mean, even like Orlando started to win. Like all the teams that are like
Magic.
right ahead of
Oh my
them. Yeah,
gosh, they're on a streak themselves.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I think the Hornets will probably catch Philly. I mean, Philly because Philly's in 9 right now. And Hornets are at 10. So I think if they
What's
can get
their
that
record? What's Philly's record?
37 and 32. So
Okay,
I think they're like 2 games ahead of the Hornets right
yeah,
now.
two GB games back.
Yeah. So if the Hornets could catch them, they at least get the home game in that first playing matchup, 9-10 one. At least get that home game in that matchup. They can catch them.
That would be sick.
Yeah. I mean, they're only 3 games back of what, Atlanta? What? No. Wait, is that right? Yeah, 3 games back of Atlanta, at least in the loss column. So, yeah. So
Milwaukee
we'll see.
is contemplating shelving Giannis.
Oh, yeah. But he refuses, they say he
I
don't want
saw.
to.
He said he's not going to do it. I
Yeah.
just that's crazy.
I mean, I don't blame him if he's not injured. I mean, why not play? I mean.
Oh, see, that's the thing about the lottery.
Yeah. He should have just been traded. I mean, that's why he should have demanded a trade and
I
got up
don't
out of there.
understand why he wasn't traded. It sounded like they were like at a crossroads. Like, why would you not trade him? Like, get some value, give him
Yeah,
to the Hornets.
they're trying to get the best package possible. They're trying to hold out
Yeah,
for
but
it.
he's is he out after the season?
I mean, no, he's still on the contract,
Uh,
but it's just like they're trying to like wait it
maybe
out
maybe they'll do it. Maybe they'll do it like
in the
fudge.
off
So
season.
then, yeah, I was gonna say, but now if we'll have to give draft picks and stuff. I
Yeah,
like the
yeah,
free agency route.
yeah. Like I say, yeah, he's not a free agent for a while too. So I think he got like 2 more years on his contract. So
No, I think it wouldn't be the smart thing for the Hornets to do.
yeah, I mean it'd be cool though.
It would
But
be
yeah, they won't be
awesome,
able to
but
do
it
that.
wouldn't be the smart thing unless we got a good deal.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Definitely for sure,
It would be
for
awesome.
sure. Yeah, man. I think another thing we want to talk about. I think the expansion. I know they was talking about the NBA. They're having like a meeting on with the board of
Yeah.
governors on like
How
I
does
think
that
it's this.
work? Do you know? Like I've seen discourse about like protected players.
Yeah.
Like
So I mean, I don't like I said. I mean, it kind of happened like when the Bobcats were made. Like I think I let me see if I can. I think I wrote down like some of the things that happened when like the Bobcats
yeah.
became an extension team. So like when that came around, they had the Bobcats was able to select 14 players who were under contract or restricted free agents like in that all season.
Okay.
So and you can only pick one player from each team, like and play and then the teams like from
They can
teams like
protect.
this, yeah, but they protect the players. They protect. Let me see how many players. They protect. You can protect eight. They were protecting. You can protect eight players on your team, and who are under contract or restricted free agents. So, and then and then the teams actually like designate players who were who could be eligible for the Bobcats to select, and then because they had to designate at least one player from their team, that the Bobcats could select to be so. And then any player that the Bobcats selected, they could be placed on the Bob. It was placed on the Bobcats roster, and
Yeah.
so I mean I don't know. It's crazy. I mean, it's crazy. It's two teams this time, so it's gonna be even more complicated as far as like how many players. I'm pretty sure it probably be eight players that teams can protect, and then like teams can choose from the other players. I would think, um, which would be crazy. Like I'm sure, like the Hornets, they would probably like protect like Lamelo,
Oh, Lamelo,
Brandon,
Brandon Miller, Con Knipple.
Khan, Musa probably,
Oh heck yeah! If
um,
it's eight people, then yeah, let's get Kobe White. Like
Kobe White, Carl Brenner, maybe I don't know. um,
if we can do
like I
eight
said,
people, then like
Sion probably, yeah.
if we're if we can do
Everybody else
eight,
would be
if
available.
we can
Yeah,
do eight, I'm not worried at all. I was just afraid that it was gonna be like less. But I was like, no, we need
yeah,
to make sure we have our core. Like you
yeah. I
know,
think it's eight, and they were saying that it wouldn't even take place until like the yeah at the
27
earliest
or no,
28, 29.
29. Yeah, 20.
Yeah,
Yeah,
28, 29 season. And then like think about the city Seattle, Vegas as like potential options. And
right.
then they'll have to switch like like two teams will have to go to the east. So that'll be interesting as far as like they said it probably Minnesota and Memphis probably have to go to the east or like one of those teams go
Hey,
to the
as long as
east.
it doesn't affect the Hornets, I don't care.
Yeah. I mean that'd be cool. I mean 32 teams is interesting. So
I
I
mean,
mean
it's the same number as the
NFL.
NHL and NFL.
Yeah, yeah. I think they've been trying to do that for a while anyway. So I mean, and then it gives more players opportunity
Yeah.
coming from college, and to make a roster and all those different types of things. So I think there's enough talent out there to put it together a good roster. Eventually, it's definitely gonna take some time though to
Yeah.
actually get good.
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. I'm like, all right, you better not be leeching the talent off of us. Like, I want to keep.
Man, they get Miles Bridges or somebody like that.
Yo. Well,
that'll
if,
be
if we can
that'll be the
replace,
best player, right? Miles Bridges be the best player on the team.
yeah, and if we can replace him with another power forward that we can
Oh,
get.
that could happen easily. That could happen easily. I mean, it's enough players in this draft for sure.
That's what I'm saying. One of these guys from college.
Hmm. Or you get upgraded in free agency, maybe. I don't know who's available as a free agent. Yeah.
And the problem with free agency is the people that are left, like, let be able to leave are not the ones you usually.
hey, you keep Miles as long as you need him, but when it's time, you gotta cut him loose whenever it's time.
Yeah, yeah, it can happen. It can happen. You can find a good. I mean, look at Jalen Phillips. It's just his injuries that we were able to get him because you don't
Yeah,
usually get a 26-year-old elite pass rusher. Like, and people are
definitely.
talking about overpay. Like, dude, no, that was smart. That's where you want to put your money. Like,
Yeah, they'll see how much he's worth once it's like once the season starts. His production.
once he, yeah, if he's healthy, honestly, if he's healthy, he's gonna be a stud. But it's
Yeah,
if he stays healthy.
for sure, for sure. But yeah, man. Um, let's get ready to get out of here. Also, I don't think I made my national championship pick. Right now, I'm going with Arizona as my national champion right now. So I think the Arizona's going to win a national championship. Um, like I said, it's several teams that can, but I think Arizona's deep. They're talented. They have enough players. They're experienced. Um, all the factors that I talked about earlier. They
Right.
have all that elite guard play. You know, battle tested. I mean, they can win. They can win any type of way. As far as like they can win if they're not hitting their shots. They can still win. I mean, there's good defensively. All that they check all the boxes. So
Yeah.
roughly my championship pick right now. Should be interesting. Should be a fun tournament. But yeah, man, a lot of these going on. Like I said, we're rooting for the Hornets to move up in the standings so they can have a good spot in the play in as well.
That's right.
Um, the draft is coming up too, so we're gonna be looking more into that.
Yeah. Let's
Um,
go. My favorite time of the year.
yes, sir. So we definitely it's a lot of things going on, but we're gonna enjoy March Madness, enjoy this weekend. Thursday, Friday is gonna be exciting. I mean, games start at 12, go on all day, all the way to like 10 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
The last game. So it's definitely a lot of basketball. I'm going to be enjoying it as much as I can. I mean, as much as I can. So we'll see what happens. Excited to see what happens. It's going to be great. But as we always say, as we get out of here. Oh, wait, John, any last words before we get out of here?
um, hey, honestly, this is the best time to be a North Carolina / Charlotte sports fan. The
Yeah,
Panthers killing it, incredible free agency. Hornets killing it on the ascension. Hopefully, good luck to UNC. Like,
hopefully.
things are on the up and up. I'm happy to see it. Now we just need to complete the cycle with the draft.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But man, as we always say, as we got here, go Panthers, go Colts, go Hornets, go Tar Heels. Um,
Yeah.
uh, yeah, have a good week.